What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to. Oh wow, Paul George is listed out. Welcome back to Straight Betting, live show edition. Gonna be obviously going over some injury news. Um, you know, reacting to stuff in real time. Hopefully, finding a play or two that I like, and yeah, definitely will be giving those out. Of course, guys, ask away all the questions that you guys like. I love answering your questions. You guys make the show go round, so be active in the chat. It's very greatly appreciated, and I love answering all those questions. So first thing I do want to say, guys, if you guys were tuning in pretty consistently, you probably noticed that that this stream is at like a little bit of a different time. Yeah, so it's at I'm doing them at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time now rather than 6:15. I like it when we get the lineup news and we can react to stuff in like real time rather than just like trying to like sit there and twiddle our thumbs and stuff like waiting for something to happen. So we're going to start off by going over the injury news, seeing anything relevant and things to that extent, and then we will go game by game. Shoto, what's going on, man? How we doing? All right, so looks like Levine's in. So yeah, Josh Hart is questionable. Robinson is out. Drake Powell. I thought it said Dwight Powell. Isaiah Collier is back. Sweet. Okay, Levine, Schroeder's in. Norman Powell. I think Norman Powell's for sure going to play. I think that, it was a back-to-back. He, of course, wanted to play against the Clippers, his old team, rather than the Lakers. So feel very good about him playing. I did see this, that Luka and Reeves are both out. Aiden's questionable. It is back in Portland. You'd think he'd want to play against like the team that literally like waived him or whatever. So you'd think that Aiden would be in. Looks like Maxi Kleber was questionable. Those are all for Tuesday. MPJ is out. Okay, wow. Cam Thomas might have 500 shots. Giannis is in. Hart's a game time decision. Furphy's available. Okay. Ray J. Dennis. Jabari's out. Wow. I had to under bet on Jabari. So that kind of stinks. Tari Easton will start for him. Chris Middleton is out. Okay. And we got some lineups coming in. Perfect. Conley, DiVincenzo, McDaniels, Randall, Gobert. Nothing new with that. Pacers, Quentin Jackson, Neesmith, Siakam, Walker, Isaiah Jackson, Rollins, Trent, Green, Giannis, and Turner. Miles Turner revenge game, guys. Okay. Yeah, first of all, let's see. Kispert, Sands, Middleton. Yep. Happy Trey Johnson day. I was actually looking in at Trey Johnson, dude. His threes were at like 1.5 for minus 140. I don't like laying juice like that, but dude, it was looking really, really good. So yeah, no Chris Middleton too. So Okogie unders, yep, we'll get there, dude. I'm probably gonna be on that. Yeah, that Jabari play did. But Jabari and Okogie are like very similar, right? They're both spot up guys. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good look. What's up, Archie? My dog's like getting all up in here. Okay, so Nets Wolves. Let's start. We're gonna start on Nets Wolves, guys. So if you guys have any thoughts on Nets Wolves, leave them down below. I'll tell you guys this. I'm on Gobert to get a double-double. Looks like that. Nice. Got some good CLV. Got it like plus 135. Still like it at plus money. I also like his 21.5. Oh, it's at 22.5 PR now. Okay. Well, I do kind of like that stuff. Basically, guys, so Wolves, Nets, Nets are a team that like you can bet any over on outside of the first option and feel pretty good about it. But with that being said, guys, it is pretty tough to like choose a guy at times, like who's going to be the guy. One person that I like on the Wolves side of things outside of Gobert is going to be Jaden McDaniels. Didn't pull a trigger on it. Looked kind of long and hard at it. Obviously, guys, this is without Edwards, 25, 30. Then he came back down to earth a little bit with 14. Still shot two from deep, but yeah, he's a guy. He's a spot up transition guy, and as you can see down in Props Madness, that's what you want to be. He's also more so like attacking the rim instead of just like shooting threes for his spot up looks. He will shoot threes, but the Nets like stink at like points in the paint too. I think they're at third most. So Jaden McDaniels is in like a really, really good spot. One guy who I am very interested in buying low on. Yep, Jaden McDaniels. I'll get to McBride in a little bit. Yeah, Jaden McDaniels over 16.5. Oh, Jaden McDaniels. Yeah, I like Jaden a ton, if that's who you're talking about. Under point. Demon. Yeah, dude. It's actually hilarious how like he like literally does nothing there. But yeah, so basically, guys, I really like Terrence Shannon stuff here today. Looks like we don't really have lines there. I think this is a great buy low. He's like such a beast in transition, and the Nets are the worst transition defense, and they leak spot ups too. I mean, you can't. There isn't a better matchup on planet Earth for Terrence Shannon in the NBA right now. So I don't know if this is going to become more widely available. I doubt it, kind of, but he's coming off of 2 really bad games. But guys, if you have like 365 MGM, I highly recommend playing Terrence Shannon over 5.5 points. Of course, pretty big favorites too. So you could get bailed by some like garbage time, even if everything happens to go wrong. But Terrence Shannon, they're trying to give him a chance, man. He's just not really playing great. So yeah. But this is like a perfect matchup for him to get out and running. And I'm a big fan of that. It's on Dabble. Hell yeah. I like that a ton. Yeah, but McDaniels, you like that too. Yeah, Terrence Shannon. This is the Terrence Shannon game, guys. I feel very good about that. I wish that it was more widely available, like I said, but yeah, it's not. So net side of things, guys. Does anyone have A15A? I'll get to that real quick. We're just going game by game right now, though. So does anyone have Nets thoughts here? Because I just like don't pay attention to I don't pay attention to the Nets like at all. So I mean, I guess we could quick go to like on offs and see like without MPJ. It's also like a back-to-back, dude. I know like this is like a young team, but I just wouldn't put it past Jordy to do some like weird shit. But also, guys, Cam Thomas, like, so he's at 25.5 points. The Wolves like won't double him or anything. So he's a little bit interesting, to be honest. Of course, they could just get their shit rocked, but I don't even know like how good we are. You like Terrence Mann, someone with the low line. Yeah, Terrence Mann, I've like popped in on some like net stuff, and he's like, yeah. I was gonna say he's looked pretty good, dude. Like honestly, I will say, Gobert at the rim kind of scares me a little bit off man stuff. Like I'd want you to be able to shoot a little bit, but no, I completely agree there. I guess let's just take Porter off the court and see if anyone's like jacking stuff up. Yeah, Bullet scares me, and it's a back-to-back too, so it's like it makes sense to give the young guy some run. Jalen Wilson stuff, yeah, dude. I mean, like I said, I have not watched any net stuff. I will say, guys, just like general advice here, man. I think some people try to get out of their lane too much sometimes with like betting props. So me personally, guys, I just stay in my own lane, bro. I know like what teams are going to do which on defense, right? And I know what teams are going to do what on offense, but specifically on defense, right? If I don't know like what the Nets rotation is going to look like, so I tend to, and this is something I probably should learn, but like if I don't know what the Nets are going to do here with their minutes, then I'm probably just not going to bet it, right? But yeah, Cam Thomas, a ton of shots, 36 points, so he's at a point a minute so far in a 50-minute sample size. Looks like Tyrese Martin kind of is jacking shit up a little bit, not really doing much else. Yeah, dude, I don't have any net stuff. Nets are trash, I agree. But they're fun to bet against because you know what they're going to do on defense every time. So yeah, guys, like I said, I'm on Gobert stuff. I can't get there on Naz Reid has a great matchup too. I can't get there though. He's only played like 22 minutes each of the last 2 games, and the defense is so damn bad with Rudy off the court for the Wolves that like Rudy actually has to play. You know, he's just like, and then Randall's like our number 1 option. So yeah, Nas is kind of, I don't know, man. Like he's gonna be really good on a permanent basis, but yeah. So guys, let's move on to Bucks and Pacers. Let's see, do we have any looks for Bucks Pacers here? I know A15A had some, but I don't think he had any for Bucks Pacers. So guys, Quentin Jackson, I know, is coming off of a very good game, and it's just kind of being slow here. Oh, great. So, okay, Quentin Jackson. Yeah, Quentin Jackson's coming off of a game with 25 points, took 16 shots, was very efficient. They need scoring here, man. I will say, I think that Pascal Siakam is in a very good spot. Pips like texted me earlier today, my buddy, and said that like our pass goal was at 23.5. He's like, that feels way off, and now it's at 26.5. So that's crazy. But anyways, guys, if you missed out, actually, and I think I'm getting really bad CLV on this too. I'm on Giannis stuff. I really like Giannis. I played him to get 30 plus points and 30 and 10 plus rebounds. But looks like this PR line dipped 1. So it's down to 43.5. And I really, really like this because Indiana, they're fouling a ton, second most free throws allowed. They're allowing a ton in isolation. Just like everything's getting funneled to the paint here. Look at the 3-point line, all red. Everything is getting funneled to the paint, man. So this is like a beautiful, beautiful matchup. And literally, they're allowing the most rebounds in the league. So I'm really high on Giannis here. Hey, what's up from BetSmart? Let's go. Hell yeah. Took Giannis rebounds. Not going to overthink it. Yeah, exactly, dude. I don't overthink Giannis here, man. I think it's a good spot for the for this game to be competitive too. It is like a Miles Turner little revenge game, you know? So yeah. Guys, one person who I've been looking to buy low on, and I don't know if this is like the spot for it, because I know the Bucks defense has kind of not been allowing spot ups. Yeah. Haven't really been allowing catch and shoot stuff. But Ben Shepherd, I feel like at one point, dude, like, I mean, he was like in the rotation getting finals minutes. I know he only played 13 minutes. I don't really think that's going to stick. So he's interesting, but I don't know if I love the matchup for him here. Same with Furphy. If I like Siakam, though, I'm not really going to like these other guys. So does anyone else have any Quentin Jackson, Bucks Pacers thoughts? Because I really don't. Besides, I'm on Giannis, and I don't think we got any injury news. So okay. Let's go over to Utah and Boston. Actually, let me get to some of the questions here first. Guys, start firing away questions. I just wanted to get the 7 o'clock games out of the way. So Okogie under 12.5 points and rebounds. We can go to Houston versus Dallas. Josh Okogie. Yeah, dude, I'm a big fan of this, dude. So it looks like a move to, okay, so it's at 12.5, and then except for FanDuel. But yeah, I mean, dude, so he had 12, but he shot 3 for, like, he's been shooting so like efficient. Let's see, like, yeah, 3 for 5 from deep, 2 for 3 from deep, 2 for 2 from deep, and then yeah, 1 for 2. Yeah, bro, I'm really high on this one. I mean, they're allowing like the fewest points per game to spot up. I mean, I think that it's a big Sengun game. I think it's going to be a pretty big KD game, like Amen Thompson. And honestly, guys, without Jabari Smith, I kind of like Thompson like a little bit more even because I just think he might get some more minutes. Yeah, so really like a Kogi PR though, under and A15A. We'll spend more time on that. I think that's a really good one. Deuce McBride PRA. So he's been starting, I believe, and they are playing the Wizards. And there's one thing I noticed about the Wizards is, let's see. So I know that the Wizards have been like, this is really weird, but if you go to like pull-ups allowed, like they're really not allowing any pull-ups, right? Like they're up there with like the Nets in terms of frequency. So I haven't like really watched any Wizards games super closely, but usually when you're not allowing pull-ups, that means that you're being pretty damn aggressive on like clear-cut number one guys, like like a Jalen Brunson, which obviously he's playing tonight. Oh, okay. I just got some lighting. Let's see. What does that look like? I look pale as shit now, but yeah, let me quick change this, dude. Holy crap. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, so that's like something that stood out to me, dude. Like I was on a DFS app and I was like looking at Brunson under stuff. So yeah, I think that McBride's kind of in correlation with that. I think that they've more so been bad, like in the paint, the Wizards have been. But no, frequency for catch and shoot stuff is very high. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, A15A. I think that makes a lot of sense, dude. Let's see. There's no. Didn't someone else get? Josh Hart might not play, but yeah. Where the hell is this? So it looks like it moved up 1, and this is just being slow. Yeah, 14.5 though, dude. 23 minutes. I think that with no Mitch, Rob, and back to back, where maybe you try to ease off Brunson a little bit. I'd probably have him with like 24 to 30 minutes. Let's go like 23 to 30. We can go here. with Brunson, with Towns, with Bridges, with Anunoby. Okay. And then let's go with 23 to 30 minutes. Yeah, dude, this looks pretty good, A15A. I mean, the Wizards are just like a shit defense in general, too. So, yeah, it looks like this line's not really available many places, but yeah, A15A, I like that. Yeah, we talked about Jaden McDaniels. Jokic under 1.5 threes. So, I don't really have like big thoughts on. I didn't think about that. I actually do like Jokic's unders though. I just like lean towards it. I'm just like never gonna take a Jokic over with like his team fully healthy against a shit team at home. Like, dude, he just doesn't like try. So it's weird. I guess he only shot 3 threes last game against Klingen, and that just kind of like speaks to like how little he's trying. So yeah, only shot 1 3 there against the Kings, 2 threes there, 3, and then he shot 6, 0. Okay, 6, just 0 for 6, 1. So yeah, volume hasn't been great against Sabonis. And yeah, Sabonis is a pretty mobile center. He's not like kind of just like sitting and drop and, you know, leaving guys wide open. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't have any crazy take on that, but for sure. That's smart subbed up. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Quentin Jackson. Peep Sengun. Yep, dude. I'm big on this, man. I'm really big on this. Really, really big. Dallas, like I said earlier, with the Kogi under. I mean, I was on Jabari Smith under for like, you know, addition by subtraction because I think that KD's in a good spot. I think that Sengun's in a good spot, and I also think that Thompson. I think they're all in good spots because Dallas has also been very poor in transition defense as well. And obviously, guys, if you haven't seen Amen Thompson play before, he's pretty damn athletic and likes to run the floor and can get out pretty quick. But yeah, I think it's a really good matchup for Thompson with all the stuff in the paint that they're allowing. Obviously, no Gafford in them. Really like Sengun. Really like Durant. So yeah, like I said, when you like that many people and their overs, it's like it kind of makes it easier to you know, just like play it under. It's like, okay, there's only so many points on the table, so we'll see. I also like Sabonis boards. He always shows out against Jokic. We can go check that out. Sacramento versus Denver. Sabonis. Yeah, 11.5 is pretty damn low, to be honest, for Sabonis. Yeah, dude. I don't hate that, man. 11.5 is really low for Sabonis. Like very, very low. Obviously, there is like blowout risk and stuff, but yeah, dude. I mean, that is crazy low. And Jokic too. Like I was on Klingen, and he just had like 15 boards against them. I mean, guys, yeah, this is the line Sabonis was over in 13.9% of games. What is his double-double? Okay. Look at this dude getting a double-double. Crazy consistent. Max Christie. Yeah, so is Christie coming off the bench? Because this is like one that you got to wait for the starting lineups. It's actually, I've talked about this a few times, but you really have to wait for the starting lineups for both teams when you're playing against Rocket stuff, in my opinion. Because they'll run, because like when they're running double big versus when they're not, like their defensive scheme is like absolutely night and day different. It's either like they go from like one of the most switch heavy teams in the league, like elite perimeter defenders, like just playing straight up one-on-one, limiting assists, limiting threes, to playing double big zone and literally just playing zone defense and like overhelping a ton and just like allowing like literally the most catch and shoot threes. So it's like a night and day difference. You gotta try and guess the minute overlap. So if Christie's like coming off the bench, I'd be a little bit interested in him. It's like more of a catch and shoot guy. Yeah. You like Amen? I do like Thompson for sure. Yeah, I mean, in that Rockets game, I have a lot of leans, so I'll just have to find which one I like. But yeah, Amen Thompson for sure, dude. Yeah, that's a good one, man. Justice, yeah. So this one's weird because he actually does have a really good matchup. If you like look at similar players against, and this is like something I kind of noticed with Detroit, is that they're like not allowing any spot up stuff. So like you go to, actually, let's scroll down here. So it's a really good matchup for Ja. They're really not allowing spot up stuff at all. 6th fewest. Actually, that was last year, but this year it's like somewhat similar. Yep, 6th fewest this year. Decent amount of stuff to the handler. A lot of stuff in this little Ja Morant floater area. So one thing and they're also fouling the most in the league, which is cool. But one thing that I noticed with the Pistons is like if you hover over this Donovan Mitchell, right? Donovan Mitchell, they're really not like allowing like pull up threes. They're definitely going over on screens to force you into the paint, but they're like not forcing the ball out of your hands. And then they're having Duren sit in the drop coverage. So like Donovan Mitchell, as you can see here, if you guys can see that, I'm hovering over it. He had 18 field goal attempts. And then he only had 2 threes made, right? Like, so he made 11 twos, dude. You never ever see that with Donovan Mitchell, right? If you can go back and like look at the tape, I don't know if we want to do that right now, but it's just like literally Duren's playing drop, like leaving that like floater area that you guys can see if you can see my mouse hovering over it, that big green zone. I think it's a great matchup for Ja. Like seriously, I just don't know where his head's at, really. Like, yeah, what if he might not show, he has to show the city he's not tanking. Well, what if he's in like a Jimmy Butler headspace where he's just like, fuck this, like trade me. I mean, we don't know. I don't know. He's a weird guy, but yeah, Najee Marshall under 0.5 threes. No. Because if he's like I said, it's gonna depend if he's gonna like. I would think that he comes off the bench and gets a lot of the double big Steven Adams and Alperen or Clint Capella and Alperen minutes. And if he's on the court there, like he's like a perfect guy to like get up threes. So I guess maybe if he's starting, then I'd like it a little bit more. But yeah. And also let's see, what has Najee been doing? Najee, okay. 1 for 3, 0 for 1, 0 for 2, 0 for 0. Okay, so it really hasn't been shooting a lot at all, but I swear Najee's like not a terrible shooter. I don't think, at least. Maybe he's just in a little rut, but yeah, it depends. Yeah, if he's starting, like sure, I wouldn't hate it then, but yeah. Yeah, dude. Steven should absolutely crush here. I believe if we go to yeah, definitely like Steve-O. Let's see. Opponent offensive rebounds. Dallas is getting crushed on the defensive glass. Also on the offensive glass, pretty bad. And of course, guys, they had Lively and Davis for a decent amount of it. Now they don't. I mean, yeah, I think that Steve-O absolutely is going to feast here. I think that like his over points was a little bit interesting. I think it moved a little bit, but yeah, Steve-O for sure, dude. Big fan of that. James Harden over on assists. Yep, we can go to that. So yeah, I mean, against the Heat. So the Heat are going to allow a lot of spot up stuff, which is pretty good, I guess. A lot of his stuff's a lot of Harden's assists are coming at the rim, and yeah, Heat give up the corners a lot. I guess we could go to like some like head to head stuff. 9.5. I think that 9.5 just like off the dome feels about accurate. But he did have 11 on only 13 potentials, so got pretty lucky there, and then 11 on 17 potentials, and that even seems pretty ideal. So I think I'd maybe slightly lean over, just given that you're getting plus money, but I don't have a ton of feel on that here. Levine, he's been going crazy. Don't care about the back issue. That's fair. He has been doing pretty good. Denver's defense probably isn't going to do very much either. Also on, Thompson. Yep, I like Thompson a ton. Yep. So Gabe, I talked about Thompson just a little bit ago, but yeah, I'm completely on board with that, man. Dallas, I mean, Thompson needs to score in the paint to score, and that's what Dallas is allowing. So I am totally game on that, and also just them being really bad in transition's good. So yeah, guys. Obviously no Jabari Smith. I think I'm going to gravitate towards an under here, just given that I do like the matchup for Durant. As you can see, Dallas gives up like a ton of like mid-range stuff. They give up a ton of stuff in isolation. Actually, that was last year. Okay. Yeah, they give up a ton of mid-range stuff though here, and they don't give up spot up. So I think that Eason's really not going to get usage. I will say he is pretty damn good in transition, and he's pretty good on the offensive glass too. So that could be a little bit worrisome. But like as everything else goes off the bench, I mean, the Rockets, let's see, make a quick like look at this Jabari Smith. I want to quick see how their rotation was tracking for last game. But I'm definitely going to find something official. Bam over, wow, plus 139 for Bam to hit 2 threes, dude. It actually seems like crazy. I like that, bro. He's getting up like 5 a game. Like, actually, let me quick look at that. I don't have any like feel on matchup or anything, but Bam Adebayo. +1. Yeah, dude. He's so 5 threes, 14 threes, or 13 threes, 5 threes, 5 threes. Yeah, dude, that's an absurd price, dude. Like 100%. I don't know what the hell they're thinking with that. I will say he probably will get guarded by Kawhi Leonard. So yeah. Let's see. Do we have any more news? Daniel Gafford is still on a minute limit. Oh, Landry Shamit's getting the start. Wow. Okay, guys. So actually, that's perfect. Let's go to Knicks and Wizards. I know. I'm sorry. Definitely like that Amon Thompson look. Sorry, I just got completely sidetracked. But so, guys, one person that I do really like, I really like Cat here to score the rock. So he's starting at the 5 actually, and 22.5. Okay. So the Wizards are a cupcake matchup for him. They're allowing the most points to the pick and roll man. They foul a ton. They allow a ton in the restricted area. You think of like Alex Sarr, he's just completely outmatched here. So I do really like Cat. I think he's also playing the 5, so he should rebound pretty damn well. So I'm trying to find a way to play Cat because I kind of want to take this down to like 20 points or so because he's been getting used pretty weirdly, to be honest with you. But yeah, you put him back at the 5, and he's going to be an absolute force on offense. The back-to-back was a little bit nerve-wracking to me. Yep, for sure. Does he get shit minutes? I wouldn't think so, man. He's starting and he's a vet. It would be different if like he was starting and he was like old. So yeah, just take Bam over 4.5 threes attempted. Yeah, seems like a pretty damn good bet. So yeah, guys, I'm really looking at Karl Towns right now. I'm like really a big fan of this, especially with Shamet starting. Also, I kind of like Brunson assists. What is Brunson assists at? 6.5. Okay. What did Brunson do against the Wizards last year? Okay. 6 assists, 9 assists, and 11 assists. So Brunson has like really good players around him. Like I said, I think it's going to be a big Cat game with the pick and roll handler stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to Josh Hart is in. Okay, that kind of sucks because Josh Hart just comes in and screws everything up. But okay, so the Nets are starting Tyrese Martin, Cam Thomas, Terrence Mann, Noah Clowney, and Nick Claxton. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, so it's Brunson, Shamet, Bridges, Anunoby, and Cat. So yeah, the Wizards are brutal. I believe they're giving up a ton of assists. Let me check here. Yeah, they are. Yep. Okay. Hold up. Let me quick see like similar players assists because okay, this is the wrong season. Shea had 7. Maxey had 10. Okay. And Shea didn't even play because of blowout. He had 14 potential assists. Maxey had 19 potential assists. Okay, I like this. I'm playing Brunson over 6.5 assists, guys. I will send in a Gambly link in a little bit. I just need to do this myself. Yep. Yeah, Cat's gonna have a good game. Like I said, I think that I really like Brunson stuff though, because like I really like that Shamit's starting because Shamit's like a great catch and shoot guy. And yeah, Shamit's a great catch and shoot guy. OG and McCall are great catch and shoot guys, like quick, like one dribble move, shoot it. Cat has a great matchup. And they don't allow pull-ups, man. So that's what I really like about it, because I don't really think Brunson's gonna have a ton of volume. So like let's see. Yeah, Brunson here. Yeah, they're not allowing any pull-ups. So yeah, I really like Brunson over 6.5 assists. And at home too. Role players making some shots at the crib. Gotta love that. So FanDuel has -111, Novig -109. I'll just play it at FanDuel. And I'll send in a link shortly, guys. Who gets? Oh yeah, you guys, we have to go over some Lakers Portland stuff before we head out for sure. 100%, man. Blow potential, yeah, for sure, man. There definitely is. Like I said, I tend to not like worry too much about overs like due to blowout, because like it's a problem when your team is the one who's getting blown out, right? But like when you're the team that's doing the blowing out, then I think it's like a little bit less of a problem. So yeah, I don't like worry about it like that. Like I mean, if they're blowing them out, it's not going to be because of defense. I'll tell you that much. Okay. Let's see what are the other prices. -109 at Novig. Okay, I'm sorry guys. Like I said, whenever I actually get a play in, like it turns into like a shit show. The stream does. So okay. All right, cool. Well, let me quick go to Gambly, and I can send a link here for you guys. I don't know if you guys are just like doing this stuff on your own, but this thing is pretty cool, guys. Literally just like type it in, say over assists. I'm not even logged in. I wonder if it's gonna work. I do. I really, really do. So, yep, over 6.5 assists. And if any of you guys want to tail it, I will share the bet slip, copy the share link, and I'll put it in here. Makes it nice and easy for you guys. So cool. What plays you got, Ty? I'm late to the stream. Yeah, so the only one I officially made on stream was this Brunson over 6.5 assists. But I'm on Giannis, 30 points, 10 rebounds. I'm on what else am I on? I am on dude, I literally don't even remember. I'm on Rudy Gobert double too. So yeah, hopefully Gobert does something here. Yeah, cool. Yep. So Sam Hauser for sure, dude. And I say let's go back to that for a little bit. Like I said, I just wanted to wait on the starting lineup. So Derek White, dude, if there's ever a game for Derek White to bounce back, it's got to be this one to an extent, right? He's playing off ball a little bit. With Jaylen Brown, I actually really like Jaylen Brown's under. To be honest with you, I kind of wish it was going up. But yeah, I mean the spot up guys here, dude, like Sam Hauser, dude. I mean 2.5 threes. What is now? It's pretty juiced. Yeah, I mean 100%, dude. Luka Garza is gonna get buckets. I promise y'all this, man. Luka Garza, I'm not even kidding. I remember vividly him going off against the Jazz. Yeah, because he was on the Wolves last year. Dude, he had 16 points in 14 minutes, 16 points in 18 minutes, and then 9 and 3. So, but that was just good old fashioned garbage time, I think. But yeah, dude, Luka Garza is probably gonna grub. The Celtics are probably gonna blow these dudes out, honestly. Yeah. What's up, J-Main? How we doing? I bet white threes I had to, dude. I don't blame you, Shuey. This is a great look. I mean, if this is this goes down a little bit. Okay, so it's at minus 118 at at BMGM. But yeah, dude. I mean, Jazz just give up so many damn catch and shoot threes. It's actually absurd. And they don't really allow shit to Brown, so or to top options either. They just they're aggressive. They force the ball to your hands. They overhelp every time and leave guys wide the hell open. So Josh Minot's probably a halfway decent look to hit 2 threes. I know it's only at 2 exchanges, but I mean he's gonna be left wide open in the corners. So I mean, yeah. Holiday, yeah, Drew Holiday. Yeah, I wonder what to expect from this Lakers game, man. I don't really have any crazy takes on it quite yet, but yeah, for sure. Okay, Wizards are starting McCollum, Koulibaly, Keyshawn George. Okay, Julian Champagnie. Oh, guys, we might have to wait for some Julian Champagnie lines, dude. I'm a big fan of Julian Champagnie. He's in a great matchup too with how the Knicks because the Knicks allow a ton of catch and shoot stuff. So, and he's just a beast on the glass. He'll probably guard OG Anunoby or something. But yeah, so threes. What is Shamit at? He's getting the start. Okay, 1.5. Yeah, dude. I mean, I think it should win, obviously. I think he probably gets 10. I don't have a crazy lean on it, but yeah, I do think it probably wins. Yeah, dude, he's a demon. Yeah, he rebounds he's a crazy rebounder. So I actually that kind of makes me like Alex Sarr under rebounds, to be honest with you, dude. Just playing alongside someone who is gonna steal open rebounds, and he's guarding Cat. He's gonna be stretched out to the perimeter. He could easily get into foul trouble too. Yeah, that kind of actually makes me like Alex Sarr's under rebounds, to be honest. But I don't know if I love the line because he has been having some pretty damn good rebound chance games. So yeah, his rebounds, he crashes like crazy, man. So I'm excited to see what that opens up at. Okay. Detroit and Memphis, we already talked about that a little bit. Yeah, like John Moran stuff, man. I just like don't know what the hell is going to happen. I really don't have any crazy. I haven't really gauged what Memphis is doing defensively this year at all. I will say this, guys. I kind of like Jock Landale to hit a three. I mean, he's been so 2 threes attempted, 2 threes attempted, 2 threes, 2 threes, 2 threes. He just shoots like 2 threes every game, 2 or 3 threes a game every game. But Duran is like one of like the more like drop coverage heavy centers who will like really allow pick and pop guys to get threes up. So I really don't hate Landale to hit a three here, which is kind of a weird one. But yeah. So speaking of, let's go to Cade. So Tobias is questionable, I know, and I saw that Duran and Stewart were playing together, which is pretty interesting. They're trying to just copy the Rockets over here, but yeah. Guys, yeah, I don't have any crazy like Detroit Memphis thoughts. Okay, so Dallas and Houston, guys. Let's circle back over here. We talked about this multiple times. How I like Durant, I like Sengun, I like Thompson. I really do like all those guys to go over on their props. But I think what I was looking at last time is so Jayshawn Tate is Jayshawn Tate will probably just play the Easton role, maybe a little bit less, but Jayshawn Tate's like a serviceable NBA player in my opinion. Like he can hold his own, especially against like a Mavs team that isn't all that great. Maybe not in like a playoff series, but very serviceable NBA player Jayshawn Tate is, in my opinion. So I don't really think anything changes too much. Maybe Easton's obviously going to play more. But yeah, so we were thinking about Josh Okogie unders, and I think that makes a lot of sense. So PR is at 12.5 everywhere but FanDuel. And then PRA is at 14.5 at DraftKings, BetOnline, Caesars. And I think I'm probably going to go with a under PRA because the whole theory behind like fading a spot up guy is you don't even think he touches the ball much outside of like transitions because yeah, if they're not the only reason why he's touching the ball on offense is if they overhelp on Sengun or if he like leaks out in transition. And I don't think they're going to help a lot on LP here. I also don't think that they're going to help a lot on KD. So it's like, how is this dude going to touch the rock? So yeah, I think I'm going to go under PRA for Josh Okogie here. That's going to be, I'm going to probably play that at, let's see, Caesars. Okay. Champagne up on what's the line, Samos? Could you read the lines out for me? I'm busy locking in a play, but yeah, I'm gonna do this Josh Okogie under. Dude is just very clearly due shooting regression, in my opinion. Okay. Yep. So just locked in Okogie. Samos, what are the lines at? Okay, you got it. Really, dude. Wow. I guess the thing is that like he is kind of just coming out of nowhere. Like he might not play a ton. I really think he's a good player though. Yeah, I'll have to think about that a little bit. Sorry, guys. I'm sending in my Josh Okogie stuff. Like I said, I just played that PRA line at Caesars. Let's see what are the other numbers. Okay, cool. Josh Okogie unders. What was that noise? Okay. Yep. Don't think he touches the ball a lot at all. Okay. Do we have any other news? So Jazz are starting George Mikhailuk, Markkanen, Taylor Hendricks, and Yusuf Nurkic. So Isaiah Collier is back. Jazz are another team that like I bet against them every time. I don't really know what's going on with their rotation a ton. I would think that maybe they chill out on Markkanen minutes, dude. Just on like a back-to-back. I mean, this team has like nothing to play for, dude. Like genuinely. They're a weird offense, so they're just like an off-ball screen offense. But the Celtics have defended off-ball screens pretty good this year. Not that that's like a big sample size, and that stuff's going to be very like dependent on who you play this early in the year. Because like some offenses are just like off-ball screen, like movement offenses. But yeah, man, I kind of like Lauri's unders, bro. He's really been hooping. Like definitely no denying that whatsoever. Damn, dude. But kind of think that his minutes are shit here. Kind of think that they get blown out, man. I mean, this team is like terrible. Like this team is actually brutal. What's Brown's assist at? Okay. I was hoping this was going to go down to like 4.5, like at like minus 120, and it did not. Simons is interesting. I got hooked by an Simons over. Okay, we'll see if he plays. Okay, fairs. Will Hardy. Mix of boos and cheers from Miles Turner. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Is there any other Celtic stuff before that game gets on their way? I mean, Nurkic stinks. It's like, dude, I should probably have a play. I just don't. I think it's a good Derek White get right spot. Jaylen Brown unders too, guys. Really, really like that. Okay. Dallas and Houston. So I got that one out of the way, my play. If we get a starting lineup news in the next few minutes, we could maybe do something there. Because like I said, I think one of the biggest angles right now to attack is going to be finding guys who are going to overlap in the Sengun and Adams minutes. So let's just quick look at this so we can get prepared and go to game flow. So Steven Adams and Sengun played barely any minutes together in the first quarter. Looks like it was a 2-minute stint maybe at the end, and then it's at the end of here. It's like when they overlap. But Clint Capella is playing with Sengun right there. So it's like there's like a little gap right here. If you can pinpoint someone who's gonna play minutes like right here, end of the first, early second, and then end of the second, that could be something that could be actionable. But then the rest of the time, they're probably just gonna really play like, let's see. Oh, Derek White. I know, dude. I know. Yeah, 100%. I agree. Okay. Okay, let's go to Lakers and Portland, man, because this is like super weird. So I gave this a slight glance and not okay. So Lakers, let's get a bigger sample size going. So go to custom dates. We'll go back to Lakers, and then off the court, we gotta take Anthony Davis off the court. We gotta take D'Lo off the court because he's actually pretty high usage. We gotta take Bron, obviously, and then Luka, and then Reeves. So finding something for this Lakers game, it's gonna be tough, man. Hey guys, by the way, if you guys are just tuning in and you haven't liked the video, drop me a like. Get the channel a little recognition. You know, it goes a long way to help the algorithm. So it is greatly appreciated. But yeah. So Lakers and Portland. So I really like Klingon again, to be honest, dude. I know we were looking at Lakers stuff, but like, what is Klingon at 18.5? I really kind of like Klingon overs because he's like, there's no reason for him to like not play big minutes, in my opinion, dude. Like the Lakers, I thought he was gonna maybe be an issue defensively against with like Reeves and Luka just spamming pick and rolls on him, right? Because he's just very slow-footed, probably getting foul trouble, can't really move his feet, things like that. But now that's like completely gone, dude. Like what, he has to keep up with like a Marcus Smart pick and roll or something. Yeah, that's a good number, dude. That's a really good number. I still really like this 18.5, like genuinely. He's a beast on the glass, dude. And it's like, who's he gonna go up against? Like DeAndre Ayton with a bad back and Jackson Hayes. Like, come on, dude. Like that feels pretty good. But anyways, back to the Lakers stuff. Honestly, dude, Dalton Connect probably is gonna play a lot. You might want to. So, my favorite things to do when you're getting these like resting people games, right, is wait till the starting lineups are announced, and then if you see like a young guy who like usually only plays garbage time, but he's starting with like those guys are like almost like guaranteed to play like 30 to 38 minutes or so. So, like, if Dalton Connect's probably going to finish the game regardless, like, if you look at, like, the Lakers stuff, right, like, they need to keep it competitive, and JJ Redick has to, like, not be on bullshit for Rui to play in the fourth quarter, for LaRavia to play in the fourth quarter, in my opinion, for Smart, for Vanderbilt, for Ayton. It's like the guys, and that's probably going to be the starting five, maybe. Maybe Connect, though, instead of Vanderbilt. So yeah, if you can like find that guy who's starting, dude, and who is like clearly going to chuck, Connect will chuck, but then he'll also like play the garbage time minutes to it. So it's not going to be like Smart. It's not going to be like, it's going to be Bronny, Connect, and he's just going to be chucking. So Dalton Connect guys last year was at 26 points per 36 with all those guys off. 190-minute sample size too, dude. So pretty big. Chucking up 12 threes, dude. Does he have a 2.5 3-point line? Okay, no, he doesn't. Yeah. But yeah, he's going to be chucking. I will say, guys, it is a pretty damn brutal matchup in Portland. Portland's going to be one of the tougher places to play. They're a young team. I have no doubt that they're going to be pretty like locked in most of the time. So Dalton Connect is definitely interesting. Do you guys have any stuff that you guys were looking at in the Lakers game? Live on crack streams. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, Shuey, I definitely really like that Klingon thing. Because if not, I think I'm probably about to end the stream. Let's see. Is there any other final thoughts? I guess the one play that I had, guys, if you guys are new to joining or missed it for whatever reason, I played Jalen Brunson live on stream, over 6.5 assists. Chris Murray blowout burn for sure, dude. Actually, that makes a ton of sense. Lakers were leaking spot ups too. And guys, by the way, let me quick share my screen with you guys. I made something kind of cool in Excel. I'm about to quick remove my screen. Let me quick. Okay, I'm about to share my screen, guys, and show you guys something that I made. And it's very simple, obviously, very, very simple. But guys, I made this unassisted. So I just literally imported something, and this is a stat that I don't see anyone using in terms of like when dictating a matchup. But as you can see, so it says assisted basket percentage. What percent of made shots are assisted that teams are giving up, right? So obviously Utah makes a ton of sense with all the assists they give up, all the threes they give up, and all the catch and shoot stuff they give up. But scrolling down, so this is the teams that probably play a lot of single coverage, right? That you get a high usage guard, they get a switch, they're just giving up the switch and they're not really helping a ton. It's the Pacers, the 76ers, the Mavericks. So that's just something cool that I kind of made. I don't know, and then obviously the other hand, it's Jazz, you don't want to take a high usage guy. Maybe same with Clippers. Maybe same with the Spurs, same with the Nets. Obviously, well, we know that with the Nets. So that's just a little something that I just made today, and we'll see. I might try to implement that a little bit. But yeah, so that I quick show you guys that. I know it's probably stupid, but okay, cool. Let's get this thing back up. So yeah, Chris Murray, I do like that, man. I do think that makes sense. Should be an ideal spot for him to get some burn. So definitely agree with that there. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it. Like I said, only official play I made on stream was going to be that Brunson over 6.5 assists. So I believe you probably still are going to be able to get that in. Let me just double take it there. Yeah, it looks like it moved a little bit, but still some decent numbers out there. So, yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I will catch you guys tomorrow.